And we're getting ready to play another big tilt, and this is Phil Rumley going to play Tony Johnson. Tony just got bumped, as you know, into the in the bottom side, the bottom half of this bracket when he lost. He's in the loser side now. He's got to work his way back. Meanwhile, in the winner's side, it's still Tilt Nasty, and now it's Lance Harris. So they will play for the King of the Hill soon. And this is a battle here just to stay alive between two phenomenal players.
It's our two Gold League stalwarts. This should be a really good battle as well. Phil's been playing just fantastic this week. Had a great qualifier. He's played really well so far up until this point. So we should have a solid match.
I think we will too. And this is one of those matches where if Tony loses to Phil, no one's going to be, oh my God, do you believe that? No. Phil is that good. Phil could absolutely win this match, and Tony knows that.
Phil's resourceful. He'll figure it out.
Inside jokes for days, folks. Inside jokes for days. Phil Rumley almost won an Oscar 2013 for a role he had in a bankruptcy movie. Yeah, that was one of his famous lines.
We got Tony going for a 4-iron or 7-iron little shot here.
I love the way you go here. Just
way
give
to
yourself, you give yourself a lot more green where he thought he'd be able to be it. Line it up with a straight wind, which is absolutely more than the green. There was a lot of green to work with in no matter what. But look at that wind, 2 miles an hour, perfectly straight. Wouldn't be surprised at all if he makes this. And he does not, just misses. And Tony had the fingers up. He thought he drained it. And Phil just left it just short. So almost fireworks on hole number one.
Both guys leaving something on the table.
One of my favorite courses, Hawthorne Manor. I think it's front nine, not the greatest course for head-to-head, but the back nine can get squirrely very quickly.
The thing about the front, though, plenty of holes for hole-out opportunities. I mean, this is a, I don't think a lot of people talk about, hey, I love Hawthorne front, but Hawthorne front is a really scoreable course.
So both players birdie hole number 3. Phil Rumley plays very quickly. Not a whole lot of second guessing. See the shot, hit the shot.
I really like this setup here. They're both going to be sniffing that hole. We could definitely see a hole out here.
Big points are on the table here. Points don't necessarily matter because a tie match on the scorecards will go to sudden death. Rumley will hit first, it looks like. That line is great. That line is great. Chevy Cox called it. That was as juicy as it gets. Let's see if Tony can match.
It's the same setup.
Tony was built for shots like this, situations like this. That line is great. And he matches it. Double aces from two of the very best. 300 yards away. 2 holes in one on Hawthorne Manor. Phil Rumley takes a 1-stroke lead, and it lasted for all of 30 seconds. And they move on, and they have electrified this crowd here in Addison. 50 plus watching this match in person, and the millions of you watching on YouTube. If you are watching on the Golden Tee page, once you like it, share it. Or Lance Harris said he's going to come to your house and put you in a headlock. He told us. This is a good look. This is a good look. I feel like there's no chance that there's not another hole out from both. I think we'll have another hole out from both.
This is going to be a fireworks hole. Or fireworks match, for sure. And here's the next one here, because I'm almost positive Phil's going to use the 3-iron.
That's his favorite club. He's going to the 1.
He's going to the 1. But here we go. We're getting 1 or we're getting 2. I don't think we have 0 holdouts on this one.
This is one click right. It's a one click right 1-iron. It is 53% maybe for Phil.
Tony going with the 4-iron.
If he went one click, he'll make this. And he did move it. Let's see. That's right. Can Tony make the 4? Just short.
And I was wrong.
I'm surprised. That was a pretty good look.
That one looked nice.
Will not hold it against these players, but I am surprised.
Look at this as well. This also sets up really nicely. Wind at your back, enough room there between the flag stick and those trees to be able to not have to worry whatsoever about any sort of obstruction.
Tony looking at an orbit. Land this to the right of the pin, let it come back.
I love that these guys are going to play this completely opposite of each other.
Two wildly different shots. I would be hitting exactly what Phil is.
Look at that pull.
Tony needed to land that, I think, almost on top of the pin for that kind of a line. Ooh, Phil with a bad swipe.
Bad swipe. Holy smokes.
It was a bad swipe. That's the human factor in all this. You know, people talk about this game being all about the math. Oh, it's just so much math. Well, at the end of the day, you still have to execute the shots. And he's playing the best player in the world, potentially. And he's got a lot of people watching. He's on a stream. There's a lot of pressure. And
that happens.
And he had a bad swipe, and now he's got to figure out how he's going to get some strokes back.
I'm in awe of this shot that Tony just played. I've never played out to that spot.
I used to play it all the time there because Tony told me to.
Yeah.
When we're trying to learn this game, Tony gave Kins and I a tip. He's like, hey, I'm going to show you the shot, and this is the shot.
Sage advice.
Yeah. But I'm in love with bombing the fairway with a torpedo and having an O-bird or a 1-iron sniper or orbits. I just love the shots. Phil hits a 1-iron stinger. Tony with a 4-wood jab. God, the wind is so pretty with this shot. Flat green. This is another one where you would not be surprised.
Look at the calculation here. He's over clubbing, bringing it down a little. It's a nice shot. Good idea.
Phil Rumley needs to get some strokes back. Down 2. Just needs to kick.
And
very nice shot, but he needs hole outs or a Tony mistake. And we've got a lot of holes to play.
And as we know, Hawthorne back. Hole 10 right off the bat.
My favorite hole. Hole 10.
I've seen a couple of clips of shots that you've taken on hole 10. I can't remember where, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're definitely out there. I don't know if any human in existence that has ever played Hawthorne Manor has ever hit the brick facade of the green on hole 10 and had it kick backwards more than I have. I don't think it's possible.
This is not a pretty look here on 9. There's a lot going on in front of the players here. With the trees, wind going right to left.
Phil throws a
precision
beautiful shot.
That was awesome.
That was absolutely stunning. Great shot from Rumley. And he will knock that in for eagle and hope that Tony might give him a stroke back. And that is not going to happen yet. Tony with a right 4 with death behind. You have to make this or you're wet. And he sneaks it in the right side of the cup and we'll move on. So a 15 under front for Tony Johnson, 2 better than Golden Tee par. Rumley was moving along, 1 better than Golden Tee. Did I say 2 better than Golden Tee par because it's 1 better?
Yeah.
And then Phil was also 1 better until he made a mistake and watered a drive, and so he trails by 2 as they go on to my favorite hole in Golden Tee, Hawthorne 10.
Both of these guys playing it differently. Tony's actually bringing the gate into play, and he handles it just fine.
Perfectly right through. Ranger, 6 wood. Rumley will start this well left and let the wind bring it back to the green. It will kick to the right. He will most likely have a right to left putt, and he will. So left 4 is in. Rumley gets an eagle out of the way, and we'll look to see if he has a 3-iron Stinger Sniper, and he does. That will be coming up. Very similar shot here for Tony. Here is Rumley. This is a big one. This is his first real opportunity to get a stroke back. He trails by 2. This is about a 40% shot. $39, $40, somewhere in there.
We got Tony coming in with a 1.
Ooh. Phil, he's up to 40%, maybe 41.
Boom.
Got it! Phil Rumley gets a stroke back. Aces, Hawthorne 11. Only trails 1. Tony trying to match. And Tony throws it past, so Phil has gotten a stroke back. With a lot of swing holes coming up, Phil has to feel pretty good about that. As we move on to the par 4 12th hole. Phil with a nice fist pump when that one went. That was a big one.
He definitely needed that. He needed something to come back from that water back on 6.
Phil Rumley plays left-handed, if you've noticed. I think the first one on the stream that has played left-handed. Unless Sofa. Has Chris Hampstead played left-handed on there?
We saw Chris do a lot of adjustments with his left hand, but swipe with his right, I think, was the outcome.
Ooh.
That was a nice shot by Tony.
Very nice. Tony probably thought that was in. Phil, can he make it? That's short. And he will run this in for his birdie. What's his setup look like? It's not the worst in the world. 13 on Hawthorne can set up to be quite ferocious. And this does not look too bad. Tony clears. Oh, he is
in a lucky duck.
Perfect shape. Now he's fortunate and he knows it. But you take advantage of shots like that. Let's see what he does here. As he's, oh boy.
Okay. That's okay.
He should be okay too. He's got a good wind with him to help with his shot. Matter of fact, he's in fine position. Ranger.
I was gonna say, because Tony's got a number of clubs to work with now with his distance here. He should be able to put that in nicely up there.
And Phil does not. Phil has one choice. That's bang this as hard as you can and get on the green. Good shot from Johnson. That will be an eagle. Phil trying to answer a bit longer. This wind will bring this closer to the pin. You just need to get it onto the dance floor, which it should make no problem. He's even helping them. Oh, he's throwing that way out. Why is he doing that?
Was that a miss swipe?
No, he set that up. He pulled back to the right. He was trying to bend that. I don't think you needed to do that. I think that wind was going to get you there.
This is a whole lot of opportunity here on 14.
Man, that didn't make sense to me.
Oh,
just misses. 20,000 great shot points, and I am shocked still.
That was interesting. That's not what we expect from Phil.
I think, am I wrong to think that the high loft driver Ranger, you just start that on a right line and let that 12 wind bring it to the green and make your 40-footer?
I thought that was the perfect shot. I was a little surprised.
Yeah, me too. Phil is a hell of a player, like one of the very best. So he obviously saw something that he wanted to try there, but I don't know what that was. You lose so much distance when you hit out of that rough and try to curve the ball.
Philly trying to pull it back here. Look short.
Short. Tony has left himself a 37-footer, nice and safe. He'll make this no issue. Almost missed it. Almost got the old Chad Schrump kiss of death. Rumley, the first time you've really seen him stop and ponder a shot. I think he's trying to collect himself.
Yeah, I think Phil knows that getting a hole out here would be key, but this is just a challenging hole. This setup especially up at the top of the green.
Well, I think he knows, hey, I'm probably down. If he just looks at the monitors, he knows he's down 3. And you have got more. Ooh, Tony about made another. You more than likely are going to need one hole out and one really silly play from Tony that's probably not going to come. So you might want to try to start getting super aggressive, which could lead to a horrific score. But if you're going to lose, you're going to lose, right? Ben Vania had a great tournament. He is now leaving. Said goodbye to us. And you talk about a surprise this weekend.
What a solid showing.
Qualified 9th.
I think there's a lot of names out there that people aren't familiar with that had really great showings this week.
Here is Tony Johnson. This is a chance for Phil if Tony can somehow not find green, and that is just not going to happen.
That is not my favorite pin position on 17.
It's not mine either, and I find myself hitting that concrete and bouncing onto the green way more often than I should.
And this look here.
Oh, get in, Phil.
This is not my favorite look on 18 either.
So Tony knows he's up. If you know you're up by 2 or 3 strokes, are you just, hey, let's just play for the birdie?
I used to. I can't help but still go at it. I worry about other people telling me that I've laid up. It comes into my mind way too many times, Chad. It's really funny. But you're right. I mean, that is the smart play.
There's no way I would go for the screen right now. I know he's going to hit the screen. But I just don't know why you need to do it. I don't think you need to do it, but it's fine. Phil finds the green. He should make this putt no issue. Tony. And he kind of lags that a bit.
That was a tough putt.
And he is in. And I think even with an ace here, I think he still loses with an ace.
25, I think, yeah. We're looking at 28, 25, yeah. It's got to be an ace.
He has to make this to tie the match. So whatever Phil has in his shot repertoire.
I know Andy Kuhlman would be excited as all out if Phil pulled this out and got some really awesome sound bites out of that one.
Andy nods, absolutely. Phil Rumley.
We've seen
one of the greatest shot makers in the game.
We've seen some great 18 hole outs over the course of this last year in broadcasted events.
Is he going to go is he going to go right even more, pull straight back and throw it to the left and let that come back? What is he thinking here? Is he going to just put a big curve, a big hook, big slice, as Brian would tell me? That is what he's going to do. And he's going to throw this out to the right. And he's on the green, and he will have an eagle putt.
That was a good effort.
And he's going to miss that one, and it doesn't really matter. And he knows it doesn't matter. So the final score will be a little worse than what it really was. This is really a one-stroke win. But it's not, because Phil put his putt in the water. So final score here, Tony Johnson shoots a 28 under par, and I think Phil shot a 24. I think he bogeyed that after he put that putt in the water. Was that a 25? It doesn't really matter.
I don't think the score reflects exactly how good that match was.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Phil, a couple of mistakes that you can't make against Tony. You can't make this far along in a tournament. So his day is done. So Phil Rumley from southeastern Michigan made the trek, had a really good tournament, as we expected him to. My God, he's such a good player. And Tony moves on.
Yeah. Phil gets a top 5, 6?
Yeah, that's 5-6, right? So